Hello, hello, beautiful souls here. It's Galena the Mystic, your intuitive tarot reader, and I'm so excited to get into this video because we are getting into a timeless pick a card tarot reading all about your special gift and how you can activate that to empower yourself and humanity as a whole collective. So I received the call from Spirit to do this reading and to post it on my personal channel. So if you are seeing this, it's because you've aligned in divine timing. I'm also sending this out to my new mailing list, so thank you so much to everyone who signed up. It's absolutely incredible and means so much that you want to stay tuned with my updates and my divine downloads that I'm just really excited to share them because I think that over at Cosmic Updates, so if you found me at Cosmic Updates, that's awesome. I think that that collective's growing like pretty big, so it's kind of special to start something here and do collective messages for a smaller group. And so if you're here, you're an early bird, but this is a timeless message, so let's get into it. Definitely getting a strong message for everyone right off the bat that you are the gift. Okay, so maybe you've been searching for your gift, searching for what it is that you really have to offer others, and I'm hearing feel the shift. You are the gift. Okay, I'm seeing it in all caps in my head, and that is how Spirit talks to me. So quick tip as I am shuffling the cards for our groups. Oh, I also want to mention that of course I'm doing personal private tarot readings, so if you need one-on-one support from your mystical advisor, me, then you can purchase that via the link below. And I also adjusted my website and some of my pricing because we're doing a little bit of a fall sale, so check that out. But again, this message is timeless, so just check out the website. It'll be linked in the description. So with that being said, I just want to give you guys a quick tip that, like for example, for me as a channeler, because I know a lot of you guys are channelers or seers, or you're just trying to open your third eye and be more aware of signs and synchronicities and be more open to the way that the divine wants to communicate with you. Your Mercury and your Jupiter and your Venus as well, those are going to be some of the key placements in your birth chart that kind of show you how Spirit communicates with you. So with Mercury particularly, you know, I said that I'm seeing this message in big capital letters. I also hear words really loud, like it'll just be one word. That makes sense for me because my Mercury is in Aries, which is bold, it's direct, it's upfront, right? So look into your Mercury, comment your Mercury down below. And we'll get into it. Okay, so for group number one, we have indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Let's get the card for group number two. Group number two, what card wants to represent you today? Okay, we have friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Let's get one more. We have honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So you might want to meditate on these for a moment. Oh wait, I think they're backwards. Sorry guys. I'm still getting used to like my cameras, but yeah, you might want to meditate on these mandalas and see which message sticks with you the most. You could definitely watch more than one group, but we're gonna go ahead and get into it. The timestamps are in the description as well as in the chapters of this video on YouTube. So we're gonna start with group number one, indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So what is your sacred gift? There is obviously intuition, right? We have the word intuition on this card. We have all this purple, so you're learning how to trust your gut more. If you are going through a period of indecision, like this definitely gives that Two of Swords kind of energy. If that's what you're dealing with right now, Spirit really wants you to know that there's a sacred reason for this season where you feel a little bit blinded. So I'm definitely getting with this group, you could be going through a dark night of the soul. You could also be going through just a period of darkness where maybe you are naturally an intuitive person, you flow, you follow your feelings, you follow your heart, but right now you could be kind of seeing like a black square when you try to envision your future, or you're like not sure what you even want to manifest. You maybe know that you are intuitive, know that you are gifted, but you're like, okay, how am I going to use this to help others, or how can I add more purpose to my life, more meaning to my life? And I want to say that, like, you do not need to search for your purpose. Like, you are on purpose. And that goes back to the message before of you being the gift. So trust that you don't have to have it all figured out right now. You might want to make a decision because you would feel more comfortable if you knew what was going on, but Spirit's showing me that, like, you do not have all the information or all the tools right now. And so this is helping you so that you can find that still place within in order to really attract what you want. And it's coming from the gut, so I'm getting definitely sacral chakra healing going on for you too. You are a powerful manifester, but it's almost as if you don't always know what's going on the inside. Even if you are a reflective person, it's like Spirit has designed this almost chamber of confusion for you to navigate, and that can be really, really frustrating. You might be feeling like a failure right now, thinking like, why don't I have this figured out yet? Why don't I have it together? Some of this is because the role you're going to play in your collective or in your community, the role you're going to play hasn't even been invented yet, or the role that you're going to step into, it's not ready for you yet, but what you are seeking is seeking you too on a soul level. And as I say that, we have abundance that wants to come out. So one of your gifts is to generate wealth. I'm getting something about your name, your birth name. So the meaning of whatever your full legal name is, you know, that's a spell, that's a spiritual contract. So I'm wondering if some of you have words in your name that mean abundance or wealthy or royalty or something like that. But with this gift here, you, like I said, you're a powerful manifester. You can create abundance from within. It goes back to that message of you are the gift. So maybe you've been praying for abundance. This could have a lot to do with your career. We do have the King of Water coming out. So some of this is also gifts that will unlock when you have really stepped into like emotional maturity and mastering your emotions. You might be going through emotional storms of some kind right now. And Spirit's saying that's because, like, if things are externally not going well for you right now, especially in career and family, that's because Spirit wants you to see that you can create solutions from within. You can create abundance from within. And emotional regulation is going to create more stability in your finances. So you you might feel drained at times because you make others feel nourished, you make others feel comfortable, and that that energy that you create for others, that ambiance that you create for others, that comfort you create for others, you can actually create that for yourself. And it comes from being your own peace, you know? And then top of the deck, we have wisdom. So that makes so much sense. It's about finding the magic within with this hermit and this lantern, and being more isolated. So maybe some of you are in a period of isolation, definitely giving heavy dark night of the soul vibes, and that's something that all mystics go through. I went through my dark night of the soul where I couldn't see my future. I didn't understand why I was not resonating with the things I had manifested or the things that I had set intentions for. And you just go through this period of confusion so that you can find your inner light again. So that's what's happening with this group number one. And I know it's mad uncomfortable healing reverse here, but that's because there's a lot of pain, a lot of sabotage, a lot of ABUSE, a lot of turmoil that you've carried. It feels very generational. And Spirit's saying it's going to be really hard for you to create a path forward and vision something so far into the future and have that clear path if you're carrying the weight of others. And that's why being isolated is so important, so that you can clear out other people's expectations, other people's burdens, and really get in touch with what you need and hear the clarity, the purity of your soul as well. So very interesting. Okay, let's see what other spiritual gifts you have. You are a self-healer with this healing reversed card. You might naturally heal others or enable others, and Spirit's saying that you can turn that healing energy towards yourself and regenerate. You can regenerate your energy. So if you've been feeling drained, spend some time alone and you'll see how fast you recharge. Okay, we have journey also coming up in the reverse, so this makes sense. It's like not being able to see the road ahead, and spirit saying you're exactly where you need to be. You're exactly where you need to be. You know, God really is the controller of all things and is so intelligent and knows when we are where we need to be. We always are. So you can trust that this period of your life is on purpose. Okay, let's get one more. You're so much more gifted than what you even realize. Like, some of the things that are coming through, it's like spirit's showing me that I can't even describe all of your gifts, because you might not even believe it, because these are things you haven't even begun to tap into. Like, yes, you are intuitive, and yes, you are magical, but it's so much more than what you can even comprehend at this time. Okay, and we have destiny. Destiny. So trust that you are in alignment, and perception in reverse. Six of Swords reverse. Like, you are not where you are hoping you could be, because you're not meant to be there yet. And with this perception reverse, like, you can have joy in the fact that you don't know, that you don't need to know. Six of Swords reverse, that clarity is going to come. And I do think that a lot of your worries that you have right now, you're going to realize in due timing that you didn't need to worry so much about those little details, because you don't even live in that city anymore, or you don't even talk to that person anymore, or you don't even resonate with that industry you were working in anymore. This definitely reminds me of like when I was in college and I was really panicking because I was failing some of my classes, and what actually happened was that I needed to heal from severe trauma that I've endured, and I ended up dropping out of school. And I did feel frantic about it at the time, but I ended up going on to create so many beautiful things in my life, and now I see that it couldn't have been any other way. So there's something about detaching from your current circumstances and recognizing that a dead end is a blessing in disguise. Okay, we also have surrender and trust. Surrender and trust. So one of your gifts is that you're very protected by God. You are very in alignment with the divine, even when you feel like an F up, you know? Like, you are learning how unconditionally loving Source can be. Absolutely. Unconditional loving can take care of you, can create solutions to your mistakes and forgive you for your mistakes, how the universe has your back, how when you pray for mercy and you're humble enough to say, hey, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what all this effort amounted to. If you're humble enough to say that, it empowers the divine to step in. Instead of you trying to rack your logical mind creating a solution in your gut, you might be acknowledging right now that you're out of your depth in some ways, especially if you're having a spiritual awakening, because that's our time to really shed everything and let everything go when we have a spiritual awakening, and you'll have several throughout your lifetime. Okay, and then we have commit. So yeah, commit to the journey. It's going to be difficult, yes, but you can do difficult things, and you're gonna know, like in your gut, you're gonna know when is a time to take action. If you're struggling to make a decision right now, if you're like, oh, I'm scrambling looking for jobs and I don't even know what kind of jobs to apply to, if you're like, ugh, like I'm dating these people and I don't know who's really right for me, or I have so many friends in my life and I know some of them aren't like a vibrational match, but I'm not sure what to do about it, like, then don't do anything. Then do not do anything. Surrender it and trust. And when the time to take action comes up, you're going to know, because you can trust yourself. And trust that whatever information you don't have right now, it's because Spirit doesn't need you to have that, okay? So 2 more cards. We have look in the mirror, consult your body's wisdom. So yeah, there's something about grounding here, taking care of yourself in the meantime. So this is your advice, okay? We have stretch and expand. So you're growing at a rapid rate, even if you feel like everything in your life is on pause, or everything is stuck, or it's just HELL every day, okay? What you want to do is stop trying to fix it. Stop trying to fix it. Look in the mirror, look within, and cultivate that abundance by taking care of yourself, connect to earth, connect to nature. You could definitely have the spiritual gift of hearing messages when you're in nature, talking to trees, talking to animals, talking to plants and flowers, and receiving genuine wisdom just from observing and stilling the mind. And with look in the mirror too, like all the answers are within you. I truly am of the belief that the wisdom of the entire universe exists within all of us, but we're just all under an illusion that we have to unlearn at different rates. So we're all kind of uncovering different aspects of universal wisdom, the wisdom of God. We're all uncovering different parts of that at different rates in different times and spaces in the universe. And so all the answers are within you. You just need to still yourself and stop kind of the race of your mind in order to unlock it. So that's how powerful you are. So these are all the messages I have for you, group number 1. Thank you so much for being here and for signing up for my mailing list on my website at galenathemystic.com. That's so awesome of you if you did that. If you want to see me in your future, subscribe to this channel, give this video a like, and if you'd like to purchase a private tarot reading, you can do so via my website as well. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Mwah! Okay, group number 2, you chose friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So your spiritual gift, one of them is that you're very magnetic. You have influence. You also attract a lot of people. I'm getting very Venusian energy. You could have Libra or Taurus placements. And with this friendship as well, one beautiful thing is that you will manifest a lot through your friendships, through your community, and it might have taken you a while to get to your soul tribe, or maybe that's something you're still manifesting. But with this card, I definitely see that you have a powerful impact on those around you. So you're much more influential than you realize. And another thing that I'm seeing here is beauty. With all this like pink and purple energy, people can sometimes, you know, uh, minimize the power of beauty. And I totally understand that because, you know, beauty is not everything, and the material body is temporary, the soul's forever, so it's not the most important thing, right? But there's something very powerful about the way you do your beauty routine or your self-care or something like that, regardless of your gender. I'm getting very like Aphrodite energy. You could be very persuasive, very charming. That's part of your gift. That's part of why you are the gift, because people love to be in your presence. People might mimic you. So I'm getting like a lot of copycat kind of energy. You could deal with like gossip energy, you know, the natural things that come up when we talk about friendships and community. I'm also seeing Four of Wands and the Six of Wands. So interesting that I'm seeing those two cards in my mind right now. The Four of Wands is about achievement and accomplishment and being celebrated. So part of your spiritual gift, like what's woven into your destiny, is you being celebrated in some way, you being surrounded by loved ones. And with the Six of Wands, there's a lot of eyes on you. But it's interesting because what's between the Four and Six of Wands? It's the Five of Wands, which is about, you know, maybe petty conflicts, arguments, people missing and misunderstanding. So definitely you could be like a black sheep historically. Maybe you were the oddball or the odd one out. You could have been scapegoated or outcast as a child, and that's part of your lore. But as this empowered being stepping into your light, you are going to be really authentic with yourself and with others, and it's going to attract and magnetize the exact people who are meant to understand you. I also think that people, when they gossip about you, one gift of yours is that they kind of have like almost instant karma for that. So if people were to spread a rumor, it ends up making them look bad and you don't even need to hear anything about it. So that is what's coming through with this card. Let's go ahead and get into our tarot, Dreams of Gaia Tarot. And let's see what spiritual gifts are you activating at this time? What spiritual gifts is my group number 2, my friendship group? I'm seeing Aphrodite heavily. Yeah, we have the Seven of Wands. So you know, and this came out reversed, but you know, in the upright, this is a card about self-advocacy, having to defend yourself. With this reversal, I don't even think you have to defend yourself. Why? Because with this friendship card, like, people already have your back. And also, like, spirit is your friend. Like, you have spirit guides, angels, ancestors. You could have very chatty kind of communication style with them, like maybe your Mercury is in Libra or something like that. Or your Mercury is in Gemini, so it's like all your ancestors just like gossiping in your ear, something like that. But yeah, you don't even need to defend yourself or go out of your way to challenge a rumor. You also don't, like, you don't have competition. That's a beautiful thing. Four of Wands. So I knew this card would come out. But like, yeah, you don't have competition because you appreciate your own success and you trust that your blessings are for you. And yeah, people could get very jealous with the Seven of Wands in reverse, especially, and they might want to come for your spot. But with the Four of Wands, you just kind of stay on top. And that can be really frustrating to people who are not your friend. But the thing is I think you're very friendly. I think you would be friends with just about anybody as long as they're cool, you know, as long as they're not intentionally trying to harm or anything. But yeah, something that you might deal with in your lifetime is saboteurs, people who would like to, you know, destiny swap. There's a lot of messaging going around about destiny swapping. I'm not here to fearmonger. I don't think anybody can steal your destiny from you, but people can try. What's meant to be yours, though, with the Four of Wands, it's yours. It's your family. It's your accomplishments. And people can't really take that away except for the divine. And right now, the divine is very much on your side. So let's see what else is coming through. We have the Six of Pentacles reverse. So yeah, another thing is you're extremely generous, very naturally, but with this reversal, you've had to learn not to give to everyone. And you've also had to learn not to receive from everyone. I'm definitely getting like people could be bringing presents with like, I don't mean to make anyone paranoid, okay? So if you trust something and you trust a gift someone's bringing you, like, trust in that. Don't try to force this message to fit. But for some of you, it's like people showing up with a gift, but in your gut, in your vibe, you know that it's magic, maybe some ill-intended spell work, or it's just giving evil eye, or you just don't trust why this person's trying to get so close to you. Listen to yourself about that, okay? And I don't mean to be paranoid, because in a perfect world we would all receive gifts and give gifts and it would be wonderful, but this pile, I'm definitely seeing you've had to watch your back and you've been proven right too many times, okay? And we have the Seven of Cups reversed. So people try to create confusion, but you are really learning to trust that your authentic self can't be duped. Like, we have the integrity card here and she's fully naked, okay? So that just shows how she does not have to be defensive. She has no defenses up. And here we have this cheetah, this owl. Like, these are all her spiritual helpers. I think there's a black cat down here too. Okay, maybe not. But like, these represent her helpers in the spiritual and the earthly realms. So it's like, you don't need to wear your armor, you don't need to counterattack, you don't need to do anything. And like, yeah, have spiritual protections if that makes you feel better, but really it's in your energy. Like, your energy is, if I'm real AF, I will magnetize exactly what's meant for me. And that's part of your draw, part of your personal power. Your friends and family adore you, who you are at your most rawest form, even on your worst day. You have gravity, okay? So I love this for you. What's on the bottom of the deck? King of Fire. That's how bright you shine. You are also a leader. You are the type of person where you capture attention without even realizing, again, because you're magnetic. So beautiful, beautiful energy. You're also very creative. Seven of Cups reverse. You have learned that, like, some things, maybe you have been really sensitive in the past, but now you're kind of starting to realize that, like, it's not that deep. As long as I keep myself clear and stay in tune with myself, the cards will fall where they're supposed to, okay? So let's go ahead and see what last messages Spirit has about your spiritual gifts and how they're being activated right now. We have honor the cycles. So yeah, and I'm hearing wabi sabi. So you're kind of like even though you have friends and you love your friends and you wish you could be friends with more people, you are also at the same time you're like, okay, people come and go. Your cutoff game is strong when you recognize that someone is toxic or manipulative in a way where they're not willing to grow, right? Because we can all be toxic, we can all be manipulative at times, and you're recognizing that if people aren't working on it or are not connected to self enough to work through that, then they don't deserve to be with you. So honor the cycles. You also have a lot of resilience when it comes to the ups and downs in your career, when it comes to the ups and downs in your love life. Why? Because you are magnetizing community. And so you understand that, you know, some people come and go. You don't need to attach too hard to one particular person because it's really the love of the universe that you emanate. And that's why evil eye doesn't really impact you. That's why curses and, you know, rumors and gossip and lies, that's why none of it really impacts you. Because you trust, okay, so if people believe them, I'm just gonna magnetize more people who are on my frequency, who do get what I'm about, okay? And then we have flow with divine timing. So yeah, you're so at peace. That's a big gift the universe wants to give you. You are so in alignment with divine timing. It's spooky. You people might be talking about you like maybe in a positive way, your friends, you know, and then like all of a sudden you pop up or you call or text them at that exact time. Like there are synchronicities around you, and your friends find that very fascinating and mystical, and they love you for that. You also show up for your friends right on time. Like your friends, you could be very intuitively connected to them in the sense, oh wow, like we have play is the card that wanted to come out. So you're very intuitively connected to your besties in a way where maybe someone's having a bad day and they're having such a hard time, and you call them at that exact moment. And with play, you bring joy, you bring levity to all your social circles. Anywhere you go, you make things more positive and bright and inspiring, and you love creating with other people too. That's a huge gift, is like you help your friends dream bigger. Be a channel. Why? Because you're channeling divine light and you're sharing that with everyone around you. Like you are a star. This is giving very Aquarian energy, this whole reading, but it doesn't have to be Aquarius and Gemini. It's giving all the air signs really, so Libra too. But you don't have to have those signs. But with this be a channel card, it's like you receive unconditional love from source. You get the picture that your higher self wants to paint, and you're like, okay, let me go shine and shine a light on everyone around me. And you know, some people will be threatened by that, or some people will feel a little jelly, okay? But the people who need it a lot and the people who give back to you as well in their own unique way, they will be forever grateful, and it will empower you to shine even brighter. What's on the bottom of the deck? Look in the mirror. So there could be a theme in the collective right now, but yeah, it's the power within. Like I said in the beginning of this video, you are the mirror. Okay, so you are a big mirror for other people too, and not everyone likes that, again. But you also show people their best qualities. People come to you when they need a pick-me-up, big time. And people come to you when they need to see the goodness in themselves, because you see the good in everyone. And that's why you've had to kind of, you know, learn different boundaries and develop your own self-confidence, because when you shine bright, you also repel those people who don't see any goodness in themselves and can't see goodness in others either. But with this look in the mirror card, like I said, you are the gift. You are the gift, and it's so special. So those are all the messages I have for you, group number 2. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you a big energy hug. If you see me in your future, subscribe to this channel, give this video a like, and if you want to purchase a private personal tarot reading, you can do so via the link below. Like I said, I updated my website and my pricing recently, so check that out, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Mwah! Hello, hello, group number 3, okay? Right off the bat, you chose honesty, and it's giving throat chakra. So you have special power when it comes to the words you choose, the way you communicate. Something you've really been working on is communicating boundaries with compassion, being really authentic and honest and upfront with people, and doing so in a way that honors your higher truths, which is that everyone deserves love, everyone deserves forgiveness, everyone is worthy of good things in their life. And that doesn't mean that you are the one who's going to give them those things, but because of that, you treat everyone with respect. You also recognize that you deserve respect. And so you have a special gift of like knowing the inherent worth and dignity of all people. So that's super beautiful. With this honesty card, I'm also getting a strong vibe of advocacy. So you could speak out about important topics that really get you fired up. You could be an activist. You could advocate for those who can't speak up for themselves in many different capacities. So you might even advocate for animals, or you might be advocating and fighting for people who are victims in any sort of way, okay? So let's see what else comes through. You also could be a very clear channel, like the way spirit communicates with you could be just like a smack upside the head sometimes, not gonna lie. But let's shuffle again. I already shuffled a bunch, but I feel called to shuffle one more time. So let's get into your tarot cards and see what gifts you're activating right now. Ooh, we have healing in the upright. So yeah, you're a healer. You heal people with, especially with your words, especially with your presence, especially with your ability to take leadership. Like, you take a lot of burdens off of others. So I hope you're taking care of yourself too. But it's like when other people are afraid to speak up or address the elephant in the room, you're the person who's brave enough to do it. You're the type of person who will like say to a friend like, hey, do you need me to tell them that you're uncomfortable, or do you need me to step into this situation? Like, you definitely don't like bullies. Let's see what else comes through. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Top of the deck, we have the Five of Wands right now. So yeah, I think that you have had to learn how to fight. Maybe you physically had to defend yourself or physically had to defend another, but like, you were not afraid of a fight. And that's not because you want to create issues. No, you're a healer. But that's because you sometimes are justice. You might feel like you are people's walking karma. Some people cannot handle the truth. Some people do not like you, and you are fine with that. Is you're realizing some people can catch hands. And listen, ahimsa, okay, non-violence, violence is never the ideal, but when push comes to shove, you're recognizing that sometimes you have to shove. Otherwise, people would steamroll and walk all over and exploit you or exploit other people in situations that you're in. So you know when to jump. I feel like when spirit tells you to move, you move. You trust your gut really, really strongly. And this is something that is very admirable. I'm getting a lot of physical activity kind of energy with this group. So you might have like Aries placements or Earth placements. Doesn't have to be, but there's something kind of kinetic about the way you channel. It's like you could even be a body healer, so like a massage therapist, or you could do some kind of body work like physical therapy like that, or you could be in the medical field. Doesn't have to be. You'd also be into martial arts or sports or something like that. You could receive a lot of downloads like while you're in the gym or while you're on a walk or while you're sweating. I definitely get that you have a lot of passion, a lot of fire, you get fired up, and so it's good to kind of purge that energy in healthy, creative ways. So working out or dancing could be really good for you. Okay, we also have the Seven of Wands. It came out reverse. So interesting. I'm interpreting this in such a different way than I did before. Like, for you, this fire, it's not about winning. It's not about being on top. It's not about taking anything away from anybody. For you, it's just about doing what's just, doing what's right. It's about healing. It's about helping. And yeah, we have intuition on top of the deck now. So like I said, it's because you're following your gut, you're following divine wisdom. And people might question that. People might question, like, why would you go and do such a thing? But like, for you, you're like, because like, people might be like, why would you why would you advocate for them? Like, that situation didn't have anything to do with you. And you're like, because Spirit told me it was the right thing to do, because my gut told me. And then as I say that, we have the Two of Pentacles. So it's not that you're not weighing your options. You do weigh your options, but you're very physically connected to source, which is interesting. It's almost like an oxymoron that you're physically connected to spirit, but that's what it feels like. So trust that. And with the Two of Pentacles, you bring more balance to situations. You make things right. I'm almost getting like a justice kind of energy. But yeah, okay, interesting. Let's go ahead and get into your final oracles. You can also be healing through food. Oh, okay, what is this? Okay, so this is, oh, am I supposed to take this, Spirit? Yes, okay. So this is a Seven of Cups reverse, and this was actually stuck on the bottom of the deck, and I'm getting that this card is for you too. So you clear up confusion. With your honesty and your sword of truth really cuts through the BS. You read people like a book. You read people like a book, and you don't play games. When people are playing games, you stop trying to talk to them. So you're a really interesting person because you don't try to reason with people who you know are unreasonable. You don't waste time arguing or going back and forth. Like, people try to start stuff with you, but you're like, okay, I said it once. Next time, it's hands if you infringe on my boundaries. Or I said it once, I'm not going to say it again, kind of thing. So yeah, you have a little bit of a warning. I'm getting like a rattlesnake kind of energy, so like you could rattle to let people know what's up. So it's not like you're not giving anybody a warning. But with the Seven of Cups reverse, if people were confused, thinking that they could take advantage of you or take advantage of the people you love for, the people you advocate for, they're not confused anymore. Wow, really cool interpretation of the Seven of Cups. I wasn't expecting to receive that, but yeah, with your intuition, you are right on the money. You make really discerning, you have discerning downloads about people really fast, and it's not the same thing as judgment, okay? Because discernment and judgment are different. It's not that you're making snap judgments and projecting all over people. It's like you can see the writing on the wall. You can see the warning signs before the people around you, and that's why honesty is so important to you. When someone's lying to you, you can smell it a mile away. Okay, and then we have retreat and recharge. So this is what I was saying. I hope you're taking care of yourself, especially if you're a physical channeler, okay? So like you could be clairsentient as well, claircognizant. Make sure you're taking care of your energy body because it's a lot to channel that kind of weight. And when you're advocating for others, you know, there are a lot of injustices in the world to advocate for. So you might burn out. It's definitely giving Aries in that sense too. And then we have be present. So yeah, one thing that's going to help you embody this gift better is to ground yourself and to still yourself. But also with this be present, I think you're very perceptive. Very, very perceptive. Okay, what else is coming through? We have give and receive. So yeah, you are amazing when it comes to service, being of service to others. Being seen by you is naturally healing. Like when people feel seen and understood by you, that is such a gift, and it really soothes the heart. And we have feel, all with the rainbow. So yeah, like you might be kind of an intense person, or people just might misjudge you sometimes because you have maybe a strong personality, or because you are loyal to your gut and your knowing and your discernment before you're loyal to new people. And so with this feel card, you know, not everyone gets to see this side of you, I don't think, but you bring so much joy to those who are receptive to you, and that's all that matters, really. Okay, what's on the bottom of the deck? Surrender and trust. Okay, so trusting that you can surrender your heavy feelings, especially if you're taking on, as a clairsentient, you're taking on other people's feelings. You have a lot of empathy, but one thing that's really powerful about you is that you can handle a lot of empathy. Like you don't get compassion fatigue too much. You just are developing a process of being able to process those things, and like being able to give it up to God, give it up to spirit, so they can transmute that energy for you. I actually think you're a very positive and happy person, and that's why you are an advocate, because you know that things could be done in a better way, and you really feel for all of humanity. So heavy is the crown, okay? Feeling for all of humanity. You're just a very nuanced and you, I don't want to say complicated, but like a complex person. You really understand the duality of things, and you feel the pain of all the world, and at the same time you feel joy, you feel gratitude, and those things exist within you simultaneously. Not everyone can really understand that. Some people would rather shut that down so they don't have to feel as deeply, but you feel deeply. And with surrender and trust, you can trust that spirit's on your side with this, and that they're helping to take that extra baggage that you've been transmuting for the collective, because you're an amazing person and they support your mission. So those are all the messages I have for you. I hope that this helps. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you a big energy hug. If you see me in your future, subscribe to this channel, give this video a like if you in fact liked it, and if you want a personal private tarot reading, check out my newly updated website. I'd love to see you there, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah!